Hi everyone, welcome back to our session on root canal training, and this is a session that will demonstrate the access opening and the biomechanical preparation of this mandibular molar. Now as we can see that this mandibular molar is that is there is a loss of cusps on the occlusal surface, as well as the anatomy of the occlusal surface is completely degraded. And the thing is that we had planned an initial, or what we can say is an intentional root canal treatment in this, so that we can give a crown over here and restore the occlusal function, or we can say the functional anatomy of the tooth, as other teeth are in quite good condition, except this with a lot of degradation of the cusp tips, or we can say the attrition that is severe. So let us begin with the initial step of root canal treatment, which is the access opening. We had taken a pre-operative vista scan over here and have seen no pathology, because this is an intentional root canal treatment that we are planning to do. So we will begin with access opening. So first of all, what we need is, we will just begin with a diamond point, a diamond round burr, as you can see over here, and let us begin. So we will just approach from the center, as there is no caries, nothing is there, so we can plan according to our preferences. Otherwise, if there would have been caries, we could have done the excavation of the caries also, but let us plan with the central fossa over here, and we will go slowly, as you can see over here. You don't have to continuously engage the burr onto the tooth surface. Just go slowly, because you are entering the enamel over here. Once the enamel is removed, or you have penetrated the enamel, then the dentine comes in. Try to expand your cavity as much you can from the center, following the outline of the tooth. Remember to follow this outline of the tooth as you are proceeding downward. See how we are proceeding. Just for your reference, we are just seeing that, see the things how we are proceeding. This is the shape that we are creating with our diamond round burr, and we are going slowly into the dentine. Now we are into the dentine. And now the chances are we will find a burr drop over here, as we are coming closer to the roof of the pulse chamber. So just to show you how the things are looking now, see, this is the softer part of the dentine, closer to the roof of the pulp over here. And let us focus it more so that you can see it more closely or more clean. And now let us begin to go deeper inside. We have not expanded the cavity around, but we are just going this with the help of our round burr, following the outline of the occlusal cavity over here. Still there is the scope to go more down. Now you can appreciate some darker areas start to appear. As you can see, this darker area that is appearing over here, this one. So this is just the beginning of the roof of the pulp chamber, and in a while we are just entering the pulp chamber. See, this is the bird drop that we are talking about. Suddenly, when we see a darker area, then the chances are we are entering into the pulp chamber, and this is what we get. So moving now, expanding with the help of the area that we had created only along the roof of this. Do not touch the floor now. So this is the condition that we had created. Now we are into the pulp tissue, and now we will change our burr to the endo Z burr to get a proper outline or the shape of the excess cavity. So now we are using this endo Z burr. This has a safe tip and it will not perforate the floor, and now we can easily go deeper and create the flaring. Now why we had flared this outer segment of the periphery is to gain a straight line access that no file touches the wall while preparing the root canals. So now you can appreciate that there are some orifices that are being seen over here from this point of view. So you can just appreciate those orifices over here. We will clear up the things for you. And let us see more. Now you can appreciate it. The orifices that are there. So basically these are the orifices. The mesolingual, then this one over here is the mesobuccal, and this one over is the distal. So these are the orifices that we had obtained, and we can confirm it. Now you can just see them with the help of the files that we are going to initially use to negotiate the canals. This is the 10K file that we are going to use, and we will first insert this 10K file into the mesolingual canal. So this is the approach from distal to the lingual segment. We are just entering, and we can get engaged into the mesolingual canal. We can just check for the canal, whether the file is going into the canal, and yes, we can easily appreciate it. And then cleaning the file with the help of any sponge that you had preferably, or the gauze you can use, then entering into the mesobuccal canal over here. And at last entering into the distal canal. As we can see over here, the approach is from the mesial towards distal, and we can clearly see the orifices over here, so there is no need to just have a look on the things differently. Otherwise we could have used the DG16 probe over here to find the canal orifices. Hope you can appreciate the canals over here. So these are the canals. Now we can again refine the excess cavity from the inside, so that the overhanging things are cleared up. Just move the bar along the shape that we had created and remove the things that are obstructing the vision. Otherwise the things are clear over here. You can appreciate over here, and just a thing over there downside. So hope the things are now more clear. And try to blow the air horizontally, never into the canals. Once you have opened the excess, or you have gained the excess, you just need to refine the excess in a proper shape. That is the only idea that you should be doing. Otherwise nothing much you should be doing. So this triangular shape, as you can see over here, this is the shape that we had obtained. So we had created an outline form like this accordingly, so that we gain a straight line axis and right into the root canals. So this is what we obtained in the root canals, and the next step begins with our checking for the working length. So what we can do in such situation is, the best approach is that once we have used the 10K file to initially negotiate the canals, again we will use the hand piece over here, and this clip over here. This clip is for the attaching the file onto the rotary file, and then we can second step. The first step is definitely you need to insert the file with the help of the clip in prepared, and any rotary. So this is what we generally get. So this was a basic idea about the access opening, and we would be meeting up in the next video on the biomechanical preparation and with the rotary file system. So thanks for watching. If you have any queries, definitely you can ask in the comment section below this video. Hope you were able to understand how and why we are creating an access on this tooth and how we could have proceeded. So this is the access that we get. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.